why would I want to arrest you?
Well, I don't want you to arrest me, but
I don't want to arrest you and take you to custody.
The first words out of the officer's mouth are, "I'm going to arrest you for failing to provide a valid ticket," while the guy is literally holding proof of purchase. 29 seconds in, and the bar for state overreach is already subterranean. Welcome to the...
Money.
You haven't. You can refund
I have paid the money.
You're not listening. You're shutting your mind. You're not open-minded.
So
you're just tunnel vision
what are you,
on your opinion.
What are you trying to tell me?
We'll let the police come, the British
We'll let the
Transport
British
Police.
Transport Police come.
We'll get you details.
Well, they will they will arrest me.
They'll get you details.
They will arrest me.
But you're not going to give them your details.
If they arrest me, then I will give them. I'm being denied exit from the station.
Right, have you purchased a ticket
Yes.
where you boarded the train?
I purchased the ticket and I can show evidence of that.
Right, have you printed that ticket
I wasn't
off?
able to get it printed, no.
Right, is there a reason why you were unable to get it printed
I was running
off?
for the train. I have to be in a really important meeting in Reading, and I had to run to get the train because it was going to cause me enormous problems if I didn't get that train and was delayed for that really important meeting in Reading.
Right.
And I thought, quite reasonably, that I've paid for a ticket.
Yeah.
I can prove I paid for a ticket. I can prove I've got the code for the ticket. And I literally, as I've said to these people, all I need to do is to go there to get that ticket and to show these people the ticket that I have purchased and paid for.
Alex calmly offers to walk 10 steps, print his paid ticket, end the drama. Staff veto it. That's not procedure. That's petrified policy worship. When the solution is one button away and you still choose handcuffs, you've lost the plot.
I understand their reasoning. All I'm saying is I've paid for a ticket, so my belief is that in law I can show I've had no intent to defraud anybody.
Yeah.
I haven't travelled this network trying to travel without a ticket, and I can evidence that. And so I did not intend to give these people my personal details. I don't believe they're empowered to take them, and I'm not going to give them to you. Should you, of course, arrest me, I will, of course, give you my personal details, and I will abide by the empowerment that you have. But I think, frankly, I can travel the country, I can go to Reading, I can go to Manchester, I can go all over the place, get a ticket, I can tap my phone on devices. It's only here in Liverpool that we seem to have this archaic system with these people who cause these problems for people who are just trying to pay for tickets and go about their daily business, minding their own business, which is all I'm trying to do.
Right, okay. Obviously, when you do purchase your ticket on the train line, you do have to tick to the terms and conditions that you have to print it off.
I don't know, nobody ever reads that stuff.
As you say, on this network here for Merseyrail, they do require you to have the said ticket printed off, ready for inspection at the gate or at the barriers.
Alex drops the one-leg rule analogy, and the PCSO's jaw practically hits the concourse. Company terms aren't criminal statutes. Breaking a printer rule isn't fraud. In 25 seconds, he obliterates the illusion that every corporate whim carries the...
All I would say is that, anybody can have a policy. Anybody can make a rule. Yeah? Doesn't mean it's a criminal offence, doesn't mean it's a civil offence. I don't believe I've committed an offence. I mean, they may think I've broken their procedures and policies, that's fine. I don't believe I've committed any offence because I've paid money for a ticket to travel and I can prove that.
Yeah,
so where is my offence?
No, but you have got your ticket, but you've not printed the said ticket off.
Where's my civil or criminal offence?
But you should have printed it off before you travelled.
You could say you've got to stand on... Sorry to interrupt.
No, it does say, obviously, on the train stations and on the trains, that you have to have your ticket ready to present to these guys. And if you have it on the phone, which is the actual ticket,
and I
yours
it.
isn't the actual ticket. Yours is proof to say you've purchased a ticket, but you've not yet you've not yet printed that said ticket
I see what you're saying. My point is that what's happened, you could have a rule on the terms and conditions on Merseyrail saying everybody on the train has to stand on one leg, and everybody would have to stand on one leg, and you could threaten people if they didn't stand on one leg.
He quotes the actual bylaw. Intent to defraud is required. Officer has no counter, just blinking silence. 34 seconds of live legal autopsy. No mens rea, no case, no crime. That's checkmate in plain English while the camera rolls.
It's not breaking the law if people don't do it. They're breaking your rules. And that's the difference I'm trying to get across to you.
This is fair by laws that it is a ticket period, which we do have to have a said ticket to come onto the station, and for as soon as you board the train, you should have a ticket of travel, unless your train station is closed and then you've taken a picture to say it's closed. Come to these guys and they will sell you a ticket.
It's often closed, it's often nobody there, and then it would be fine.
But you've purchased your ticket already, but unfortunately, because you haven't printed it off, you should have printed it off before you travelled.
So my point to you again is that I've looked at the bylaws, and I may be wrong, but I've read the bylaws, and my understanding of the bylaws is that they say if you break these bylaws, you may be taken to court. And if you're taken to court, and it can be shown that there's an intent to defraud, you may be prosecuted. Now, I can show there was no intent to defraud. So if we go to court, it's all going to be very annoying for me, very embarrassing for Merseyrail, but I can show there was no intent to defraud. So I don't believe that I'm in any kind of, situation where I've broken these bylaws.
Circular stupidity captured in one breath. You won't let me print it, therefore I lack it, therefore you're arresting me. 42 seconds that belong in a textbook on how not to use state power. Kafka couldn't script it.
So the train line tickets, as you said rightly, you have to print out the tickets. If it's not printed out, it's not valid to travel on the train.
I know this is what the lady said to me.
It's not valid on the train.
And what I'm saying is that
can I just explain to you? What happened is sometimes people buy train line tickets. They don't print it. They do the journey. They complete the journey. What happens is they get refunded.
Well, that would be terrible.
They got refunded.
No, that would be terrible.
Okay, so some people does that. Okay, I'm not saying you do.
No.
Your intention to do that.
Specifically,
on these occasions.
Specifically, I asked these people to let me go just over there, to print the ticket, and they would see I printed the ticket, and they would know that it had been
their understanding would be if they went here, you would have done the journey, and you got the refunded as well from the train line. Which some people does that.
Cuffs click, custody beckons, then the instant U-turn. Walk him to the machine, print the ticket, de-arrest. 30 seconds from authoritarian to embarrassed escort. Proving the whole saga was a £0 fare ego trip paid for by tax.
You can deal with them as a civil matter, as you said.
Yes.
Yep. You can give your details to them.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
And if you don't, then the police get involved. Police get involved.
As indeed
the criminal matter, where it is dealt as a ticket fraud.
And that's what we're going to do. Because I'm not giving these people my details. Because I've paid for a ticket.
This is what's happening now.
There cannot be ticket fraud. Because I've paid for the ticket.
Well, that's not a valid ticket.
There's no intention to defraud in law.
Well, we don't know because.
Well, I can prove it. I mean, I can show you the receipt and I can get it printed. There's no intention.
As I say, it's not valid.
Okay. Well, if we have
reliably informed, that's not a valid ticket. It's a reference number for a ticket.
Well, I've had all three of you inform me that.
You should have printed your ticket off before you travel.
So, can I just go and print the ticket off?
No, you should have done it before you travel.
Oh, I see. So,
you can't travel without
so you're going to take me to court because you won't let me print a ticket. Well, let's do it then. What do we do next?
Obviously, you need to provide your details to these people here. Can I just is there a reason why you don't want to?
Because I don't believe they're empowered to take them, and I don't believe I have to give them to them.
They do have the power to take your details.
No, they don't.
They do. They are accredited.
I don't believe that.
Epilogue. No prosecution, no fine, no apology, just exposed abuse of the single justice procedure. 44 seconds of vindication that turns a lens back on us. If Alex hadn't filmed, the system would have steamrolled another silent commuter.
If I'm arrested, I will give my details to the arresting police officer when hearing the basis upon which I'm being arrested, because that will then be used in the court of law.
Right, at the moment, I do have a necessity because you're not failing to provide your details.
I will not provide my details until I'm arrested.
Why would I want to arrest you?
Well, I don't want you to arrest me, but
I don't want to arrest you and take you to custody. And
I really
you've
don't
got a
want that
meeting
either.
to get to.
I really don't want
I've still got things to do today, obviously.
I'm not going to be pressured into giving people my details. I have a right the right to privacy. I will not give people my details and they're pressuring me to do that. I don't don't believe you have a right to take my details until you arrest me. If you arrest me, if there's a basis for you to arrest me, and you arrest me, and you tell me why I'm being arrested, I will of course comply, and I will of course give my details. That's
You
just
haven't
normal.
got the ticket.
I have
You
paid for
have
the
a
ticket,
yeah, but
and I
that's
can
just a
print that
reference
ticket
number.
just over there.
But you should have
And I can
printed the ticket before you
And
travel.
you're going to arrest me for that.